BhagavatSanga program. This is our Srimad Bhagavatam program where we read prayers of pure devotees. The current theme is prayers of King Chitraketu. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 16, verse 34 to 48. Today we have a very wonderful devotee, His Grace Svarupa Siddhi Prabhu. So Prabhu had presented the verses a few weeks back, and he had few more verses to complete. So it's our blessing that we get to hear Prabhu again, and he's going to cover the remaining verses today. Hare Krishna Svarupa Siddhi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Over to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees. Thanks for giving the opportunity. First, I need to tell thank you to the Satyasara Prabhu, Jai Subhadra Mataji, Veena Mataji, and Prasanna Prabhu, Prasant Prabhu for giving the opportunity. Even though I am not qualified for giving the class on Bhagavatam, but still I got this opportunity to purify myself. Please forgive me if I misspoken anything. Let's start with. I will share my screen. Uh, Hare Krishna, as part of this session, we are discussing about the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 16, and the prayers of King Chitraketu. We are discussing the verses from 34 to 48. Actually, these are the verses from beautiful verses from King Chitraketu, prayers from by King Chitraketu. Yeah. Let's start with the prayers. It's Mangalacharam prayers and to bring the auspiciousness to the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमा श्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्ठिकी ईश्वर परमा कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर्गोविन्द सर्वकारण कारणं कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. In the previous session, we discussed about the background about Chitraketu, and then after we discussed some slokas like verses 34, 35, and 36. As part of this section, I am going to cover remaining verses. Then I will start with verse number 37. सित्याभिर एष कीलाव्रतः सप्ताभिर्दाश गुणोत्तैर् अंडकोशः यत्र पतति अनुकल्पः सहाण्डकोटिभिस्तत् अनन्तः. Translation by Even Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Every universe is covered by 7 layers: earth, water, fire, air, sky, the total energy, and false ego. Each ten times greater than the previous one. There are innumerable universes besides this one, and although they are unlimitedly large, they move about like atoms in you. Therefore, you are called unlimited, Ananta. Actually, this verse is talking about the universes actually, and the material universes, whatever created by the Mahavishnu. There are like a number of universes created by Mahavishnu. Like is one of the sloka in Brahma Samhita 5.48 discussion. Esvecha Nishvashita Kala Matavalam Yo Jivanti Loma Bilaja Jagadandanada Vishnu Mahan Sa Iha Yashya Kala Visesho Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita sloka discussing about that number of the material universes, like the origin. Actually, the material creation is done by the Mahavishnu. Actually, he was the whenever Mahavishnu inhales, and one material universe will be created, and when he exhales, like one will be destroyed. Actually, based on the inhale and exhalation, the material universes will be created by him. Actually, like and these are like mentioned like a Mahavishnu is a plenary portion of the portions of Vishnu or Govinda. Actually, he is a Asya Kala Vishesho. Actually, that means like a plenary portions of portions. Actually, that is the word kala refers to the plenary portions of the plenary portion. Actually, so here this was talking about the how the meta universe is created by how it will one how it will be formed by one like the Vishnu's how we will be born Vishnu something from Krishna or Govinda. Balarama came, and from Balarama, Sankarsana came, and then from Sankarsana, Narayana, and from Narayana, the second Sankarsana, the first will go from the second Sankarsana, Mahavishnu, and from Mahavishnu, Garbhodakasa Vishnu, and from Garbhodak Vishnu, and Shirodaka Vishnu, which came. Actually, here, Garbhodakasa Vishnu, he will maintain all the universes. Like if you see like one universe will have the one Garbhodaka Vishnu will be ruled by the all universe, and community Shirodaka Vishnu will be as part of the every living entity. Shirodaka Vishnu will be like a Cheta Guru. That is can actually like the Garbhodak will create all the universes actually, all the universes, and this gives an idea of the meaning Ananta actually here. Ananta, unlimited. What is said to be unlimited potency and existence of the Lord here. Um, and here this verse is talking about the Saptavid Dasha Gunotter Andakosaha. Actually, and this is discussing about the seven layers as what is like earth, water, fire, air, and sky. The total energy. Total energy like mind and intelligence, and the eighth one is element is a false ego. Actually, is a total energy talking about the mind and false intelligence. Sorry, yeah, mind and intelligence is talking about and these all actually, if you take this, actually only this layer, each layer is 10 times greater than the previous one. Actually, that is like this. Actually, we have so many universes, like so many material universes in so many universes. Everything every the elements will count by each 10 times more than the. If you take these all like a small particles. If you say in the with these verse mentions Prabhupada mentioned these all one fourth of the material, all the universes, like we have millions of the material universes, all are just one fourth of the energy of the Krishna actually. And there is one more verse in Bhagavad Gita, 10.42 is telling Adava Bahunantena Kim Jnatena Tavarjuna Vistabhyam Idam Krishnam Ekam Sena Sito Jagat. And he's telling even Krishna is talking with Arjuna regarding then why you are thinking about all the detailed knowledge, just just these are like a single fragments of myself. Actually, this is all part of my only. There is no nothing, you don't need to think about all this. Like I play and mention this mental, mention manifest only one fourth of the supreme lord's energy. Therefore, he is called Ananta. Hmm. This was talking about this unlimited. How is Ananta, like how Krishna is Ananta. This talking about, and the next sloka will talk about it's verse number 38, Vishaya Trusho Narapasavo Ya Upasate Vibhuti Na Param Tvam Tesham Asisa Isha Tad Anu Vinashyanti Yada Raja Kulam. Translation: O Lord, O Supreme, unintelligent persons who thirst for sense enjoyment and who worship various demigods are no better than animals in the human form of life because of their animalistic propensities. They fail to worship your lordship and instead they worship the insignificant demigods who are but small sparks of your glory. With the destruction of the entire universe, including the demigods, the benedictions received from the demigods also vanish, just like the nobility when a king is no longer in power. Mm, here, Prabhupada mentioned the one Bhagavad Gita slokas, seven, like a seventh chapter, 20th sloka. It says कामैस्तैस्तैर् हुतज्ञितः प्रपद्यन्ते न्यादेवतः तां तां नियमाम् आस्तया प्राप्तया. niyata svaya. It's like that means like those whose minds are destroyed by the material desires surrender unto the demigods. Similarly, these words contains worship of the demigod. Actually, these words like a who were like a who were like a material actually who were interested in the material things. They will go with the demigods and they will pray the demigods actually. And demigod and you mentioned like a Hrita Jnana means they are lost in actually. Demigods. Actually, we need respect. You can give the respect to the demigods, but we can't worship because they are like a just a small sparks of a Krishna. Actually, they're just like they're like demigods. They're like a human beings, like a jiva. They are jivas. They are all like a jivatmas. Just just as a human is like so many. Also, he can get the like a demigod form of a demigod. Just like we can't suppose like as human, we can't suppose like we can pray the demigod again, like just like a woman, he can give the some benedictions. That is also even you need to get the permission from the Krishna only, or he can't give it alone from himself because like the material universe in the previous sloka we discussed like the material universe will, whenever Mahavishnu inhales the universe will create and in exhales the universe will be destroyed. Like this, demigods will also destroy like us one day. The same, that's why you're supposed not to pray for the demigods for the material benefits actually. Whatever the benefits they are given when they are and the material university excels destroy like the material the benefits also will lost. You don't have this utat jnana, there is it will lost. We don't keep like that's why we're supposed to if you have anything material benefits also we can pray the Krishna, then he can give definitely he can give, but he can give more than that. Whatever is good us, what is good for us, then the Krishna will allow take this kind of only. Uh, and you mentioned this, okay, therefore, a devotee should not hanker to obtain material opulence by worshipping the demigods, but should engage the service of the Lord, whom with the satisfies all the desires. Actually, the sloka, one sloka is mentioning like the Bhagavatam 2, 3, 10 actually. Second canto, third chapter, 10 sloka is like, Akama sarva kama eva, moksha kama udara huda. Tivirena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param. This sloka is this means like whether a full of material desires, full free from material desires, or desiring liberating, a person who has border intelligence must by all means worship the supreme whole, the personality of Godhead. These actually even these are duty of the human being actually. Means like they mention akamaha like akamaha. And there is an udada. It's like a akamaha. It's like without material desires. That is udada. The broad knowledge actually. It's like udad. We has vast this kind of like actually here one thing is mentioned like narapasu. Another thing in the purport as proposition narapasu who is don't have interest in the Krishna consciousness, and these people are called like narapasu. Narapasu and this. Dipada Pasu means like a two-leg animals. Actually, animals have the four legs, and you are doing same like animals. Then you call it as a two legs animals. So, like we have like a two legs, we can walk, we can do whatever what you mentioned like a properties of the animal nature, like what eating, meeting, sleeping, defending. It is all thing like. Other than this, if you're not doing anything, like you are like a animal. That is what telling here. And even the Chaitanya Charitamrita 5.1 saying like a Ekale Ishvara Krishna Arasaba Brutva means only the supreme personality of God is a Krishna is the master. All remaining all others like we are all like servants of the Krishna. Just we always be in the mood of that only, but we supposed to not think us ever like we're like masters. We are like a servants. We're not servants. At least there is I heard something like in one of the class in Mataji class. Mataji like you don't think about the servant also. If you think servants, you will get a salary. No, if you think like a slave, even you want to get a salary, then you need to like a slave means you need to work like you need to like always think about the Krishna only. We need to think like in the mode of the slave, not in the servant mode. Actually, in servant mode, you will expect something, but in a slave mode, you suppose not expect anything. Just you will think like you don't have any other option. Just we have only option the Krishna. That's you need to be in the mode. That's my relation here. Uh, that's yeah. Then therefore mentioning a pure devotee never goes to the demigods for satisfaction of the his material needs. Actually, it depends on the supreme Lord only, and the pure devotee is satisfied with whatever he gives. Yeah, that is one. Whatever he got from Krishna, we need to happy with that, because of he will give more than what we need actually. If he does not need to us, he won't give, because of he is our father. He will take care of whatever we need. That is what. Thank you. And the next one is like a 30th sloka. Kama diya tvai rachita na paramarohanti yada karamba bijani janatmani agunamaye guna gunatosha davanda jalani. Translation: O Supreme Lord, persons obsessed with material desires for sense gratification, though material opulence worship you. Where, sorry, who are the source of all knowledge and are transcendental to material qualities. They are not subject to material rebirth, just as stellage of pride seeds do not produce plant. Living entities are subject to the repetitions of birth and death because they are conditioned by material nature. But since you are transcendental, one who is inclined to associate with you in transcendence escapes of the conditions of material nature. Yeah, Prabhupada mentioning one more good as Bhagavad Gita sloka, like from fourth chapter is a ninth verse. In the Lord says actually, Janma karma cha me divyam evam va vetti tattvataha tvakta deham punarjanma naiti mameti sochuna. This verse means like one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Actually, this sloka is talking about someone is always doing the Krishna consciousness. Even if he take the rebirth, also will take rebirth and will practice what Krishna consciousness. Again, he go back to the Godhead. It's, mm. Yeah, the fact actually is like it's if one comes to the Krishna consciousness, although he may have many material desires, he become increasingly attracted to the lotus feet of the Krishna, and he will practice the bhakti. Then after at the end, he will go to the Goloka. Actually, even if someone comes to the with a material desires, he comes to the temple and he will do like a slowly will get attraction to the Krishna by seeing Krishna, Radha Krishna, and he'll get attraction, he'll get love to the Krishna. The one day we'll go to like we'll get a bhakti. Actually, we'll get a bhakti, and then after we'll go prema bhakti, everything. At the end, we'll go to the Golok also. It will take time, but it will take time. It's not a easy process. We need to practice like. Also, if I take me only even from 40 years, I wasted my life, and now I'm started Krishna connection. When getting a interest, come to temple and we're doing bhakti practice, we're purifying ourselves. Actually, maybe sometimes we'll go one day to the Golaka. That's we need to think in the mood only. Yeah, then you'll go to next sloka. Jitam ajita tada bhavata yadaha bhagavatam dharmam anavadyam Nishkinchana e munaya atma ramayam upasate pavargaya. Translation: O unconquerable one, when you spoke about Bhagavata Dharma, which is the uncontaminated religious system for achieving the shelter of your lotus feet, that was your victory. Persons who have no material desires, like the Kumaras, who are self satisfied sages, worship you to be liberated from material contamination. In other words, they accept the process of Bhagavata Dharma to achieve shelter at your lotus feet. Actually, this sloka, the verse is talking about the Bhagavata Dharma. Even next four slokas discuss about the Bhagavad Dharma, like what is Bhagavad Dharma. I will discuss here, Srila Rupa Goswami stated like in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, what is like a pure devotional service? Like a pure devotional service is like one should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord, favorable and without desire of material profit or gain through the material activities or philosophy spectrum. This is called a pure devotional service. What are you doing devotional service? You supposed to like it's like a unconditional, actually, the unmotivated, uninterrupted conditional. Actually, suppose not any expert, we come and actually will do service, but you suppose on doing service, suppose not expect like something will get written. Like you suppose not in the mood. Actually, if you are in that mood of you're doing service, that's not a pure devotional service. And another Puran like Narada Pancharatna also says like one should be free from all material designation and cleansed of all material contaminations. He should be restored to his pure identity, in which he engages his senses in the service of the proprietor of the senses. Actually, whatever senses, our senses will be always in the mood of the Krishna only. So not our senses not work for us actually. It should be work for in the service of the mood of Krishna. Thus will call it in Bhagavata actually is a Bhagavata. That is called a pure devotional service. It is also called Bhagavata Dharma actually. Actually, the Bhagavad Dharma is like it's a one process of the religion. By like it's all related with the pure devotees actually, direct representation of the Supreme Personality Godhead like Narada, Sukadeva Goswami, Narada Muni, and their humble servants actually. After that, overcoming that disciple succession, still take like Prabhupada, and then after like Guru Maharaj, then after even Satsara Prabhu also is like a part of the disciple succession. We can take him as a, we can follow him, and we can follow whatever the instruction, we can take them as a Bhagavata Dharma. Actually, we can take and we follow him, and we can attain to the our last final goal of the our going back to Godhead. You can follow it. And you mentioned like what was that is even that should be in the unmotivated and conditional stages. And you mentioned like a devotee following the principles of Bhagavad Dharma feels very much obligated to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can understand the difference between the life without Bhagavata Dharma and the life without Bhagavata Dharma, it's Bhagavad Dharma. And that is, we need to understand actually, like whatever, like, yeah, he's discussing without me Bhagavad Dharma, like suppose if you have association with the devout spirits, how will you behave, like something like if you don't have, what you will do if you are alone with at home, that is all different. You need to understand, and you need to follow the whatever the Bhagavad Dharma principles actually. Even the sloka is a 41. विषममति न यत्र निर्मा त्वाम् अहम् इति मम तवेति च यद् अनत्र विषमे दिया रचितो यः सो है अविशुद्धः शैनुर् अधर्म बहुलः. Even this sloka also talking about the Bhagavata Dharma itself. Actually, here it's talking about like the translation talks like being full of contradictions, all form of religion, but Bhagavata Dharma works under the concept of the fruitive results and distinctions of you and I, and yours and mine. So the followers of the Srimad Bhagavatam have no such consciousness. They are all Krishna consciousness, thinking that they are Krishnas and Krishna is there. They are other low class religious low class religious systems which are contemplated to the for the killing of the enemies or the gain of mystic power. But such religious systems, being full of passion and envy, are impure and temporary because they are full of envy. They are full of religion. Yeah, it's like a Bhagavad the mod is like a Bhava Dharma has no contradictions. A concept of your religion, there is no like a concept like a your religion, my religion, or complete absence from Bhagavata Dharma. There is no any concept like a you are and my. They're like all like a one actually. All are like ours, something like concept. The Bhagavad means followers of the orders are given by the Supreme Lord. Bhagavan, actually, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharma Parityaja Mameka Saranam Varja. God is one and God is for everyone, actually, not for you. God, even Krishna for all, actually. You suppose not think like Krishna only for me, it's not like that. You need to think like Krishna for everyone, actually. Whatever mercy you will get, everyone will get the mercy. You need to be in the like, even and you need actually when Krishna will happy like as a Bhagavata Dharma, you like you need to like you need to take a remaining even not other non-devotees, you need to bring them to the Krishna consciousness, and then they will be practice the bhakti and they will be part of the Bhagavata Dharma. Actually, this is like in that time only Krishna will be happy actually. Yeah, everyone must be dealing with the Supreme Lord and carry out his order actually. Anukulasya Krishna Krishna Seelam. Actually, whatever Krishna says, whatever God say, Krishna says should be directly carried out. Actually, this is dharma, religion. This is a religion. Actually, go next look. I'm skipping the verse recitation and the translation. How can a religious system that produces envy of oneself and of others be beneficial for oneself and for them? What is auspicious about following such a system? What is actually to be gained by causing pain to one's own self due to self envy and by causing pain to others? One arouses your angers or practices religion actually. And actually, what is living a religious system? How it will be like a, it's supposed to like a, but any religious system, but the process of the Bhagavad Dharma service as an eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And we suppose not envy to others actually, or even for self also. There is an example given, like good example given, like for example, there are many system actually. We have many system, religious system, which animal sacrifices. It's like a animals. Actually, they will be in some other religious system. There are many animals recommended actually, such a killing the animals. But it's an inauspicious for us actually, for us and for even animals. So we're giving the pain to the animals. That is also not good actually. And then what we will do, like we'll do animal sacrifices to the Kali Mata. Actually, Kali will do like that's not a good, but whatever. Some people in the mode of ignorance, even if they are doing like something, they won't go to other way. Will go the slaughterhouses. Will get and they are doing something like, but some religious is doing something like, but even that is not good actually. What we need to like in the Bhagavad Gita, there is some sloka 16.17 actually mentioning like whatever we need to do like we need to surrender to the Krishna and we need to follow whatever Krishna is saying actually. Then we supposed not to kill the animals and eating this is not a good actually. And whatever like what is the, I will not reciting the verse, but what the verse means like a self-complaining and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige. They sometimes perform sacrifices in name of only with following the any rules of regulation. They don't follow anything. They will do the animal sacrifice. And sometimes animal sacrifices are performed very gloriously with grand arrangements for worshipping the goddess Kali. But such festivals, although performed in the name of yajna, actually. Are not actually they were doing like this, they exam, but they are not exams. As per the Kali Yuga Dharma, we need to do exam like Harinam Sankirtana. Actually, we need to do Harinam Sankirtana as part of that. We need to do like always chanting Krishna, and every day we can chant and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is the way that we need to do actually. We need to chant actually. This is not we not supposed not these kind of exams like killing the animals. This is not a good thing as they mentioning. Um, um, here, yeah, actually. Yeah, I'm stopping here actually. You have a lot of time actually. I'm stopping here. Please forgive me if I make any mistake, any misspoken from my side.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, that was such a wonderful
Hare
presentation,
Krishna,
Prabhu. You
Prabhu.
very nicely covered the points, very nice recitation, covered the key points of the verses. Um, and just few points I would like to bring up. You nicely described in the beginning the material creation, how it happens, and how the different layers are. And in the next verses, you described how whatever desire you have, it's better to still pray to Krishna and not go to demigods. Because once you pray to Krishna, there is always the guarantee of going back to Krishna. And even if we don't achieve in this life, definitely in the next life, we will surely achieve going back to Krishna, and we'll always remain in Krishna consciousness. And then you nicely explained the Bhagavad Dharma and highlighted the point that pure devotional service is unmotivated, uninterrupted, and this is very key. And I really wish you had time to complete the next two verses, Prabhu. But very nicely you were explaining about how chanting is the most significant of all, and nothing is more higher than chanting. Thank you, Prabhu. That was a wonderful presentation. With that, devotees, quick reminder. Uh, this Saturday and Sunday evening, 5:30, we have His Grace Radhika Raman Prabhu coming. And we have been reading so many prayers to Lord Shri Krishna, and Prabhu is actually going to talk about why we should pray to Krishna, how we should pray to Krishna, and how is Krishna going to reciprocate. So it's extremely important for us to hear this, especially now that we've been almost, it's going to be 4 years that we've been doing BhagavatSanga, the prayers. So please don't miss this opportunity. And also, please invite your friends and neighbors. And then we have Arjun Saka Prabhu also coming. He's celebrating Lord Nityananda Trayodashi. So next Wednesday is going to be Nityananda Trayodashi. And Prabhu is going to be there. It's going to be really amazing the next 1 week, very divine. With that, we conclude the program today. Thank you all for joining BhagavatSanga. Hare Krishna.